Cracking, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Brandon, aka the Workman's Palm. Today I'm going to be doing a short and sweet one. Well, you know, I tend to ramble, so who knows what short and sweet looks like for me. But I wanted to do a follow-up to my Samson review with their new products and talk about their texture powder, the matte finish. 0.7 ounce powder. I don't know if you can hear it, but it feels pretty full. Now, on the side it says to shake the product lightly on the root and shaft of your hair and use as a pre-styler to provide texture, volume, and remove shine. You can use a comb or you can use your fingers to get a desired style. So now what this is for mainly a pre-styler, but it's also kind of like you can use it as a really, really light hold product. Very simple in the design. And then the scent is their classic Samson scent, which is kind of, from the powder wise, it smells like a sandalwood with a little bit extra spice. Now, I was talking to the creators of this product, and I like to use it a different way than the way that they describe it. It says you can use it in hair. You can also use it in your beard hair if you want to. It's not technically designed for that, but it's designed for hair. Now, the way I find that this stuff works the best is I like to put a little bit in my hand, and then rather than shake it out on top of my hair, I like to put a little bit in my hand and put it into damp hair. But even to go a little bit further than that is I like to put some in my hand, and then I got my little Pokemon mug here filled with water, and I'll take and get my hand wet, and then what I'll do is I will pour this out. So you can see, here's what the powder looks like in there. It's kind of floating around in the air. And I will turn it into like a paste. And then I apply it. That's for the initial. Now you might be saying to yourself, how do you know that you're getting it in? Well, you can smell it, because the smell is very, very muted when you're doing it outside of the container. Freaking dusty. But you can see when you're putting it in your hair, you can smell it, you can see it, the powder rising up. I'm going to apply a little bit more. As I continue to apply, I won't add more water. I just do the initial dryness of it. When I'm applying to damp hair from the beginning, I just put a little bit of water in like you saw. I'll apply a little bit. If I'm using this not as a pre-style, I'm trying to use this to last the whole day, I'll put in 3 little shakes. You don't need a lot, honestly, to get a pretty decent hold. Now, my hair's growing out. I'm sure we all have those quarantine cuts right now where your hair's a lot longer than you want, unless you're growing it out. But for me, I will shape it the way that I want it to kind of last. And as you're applying it to your damp hair, you'll notice that your hair will start to feel a little bit drier. Now, if I was doing a pomp, this part hasn't grown out long enough, but if I was doing a pomp, this is what I would do. I would comb it up into the style that I want. And since I'm going to be around the house, I probably maybe apply some more water here so that these sides come down. And then just leave it like how it is. But if you were going out at this point, or you wanted to use this as a pre-styler, at this point I'd give it 10 minutes, let it dry. If you're doing this in the morning, then basically do your morning routine, get dressed for work or work at home or whatever, and then it'll dry. You can see it's already drying in my hair. And then apply your product to give it a little bit more hold, whatever product you're using, whether it's a clay or whatever. But you can see with it damp in my hair, I'm already getting kind of like a matte look as it's drying. And it'll give you just that little extra hold that you need. It's harder to tell for me, at least with the powders, if it's in my hair. But I feel like when I apply it to damp or to semi-wet hair, or apply it wet in my hand, it's easier to tell. Like running my hands through, I can feel there's a product in there. If you want to expedite the drying process, you can hit it with a blow dryer. Really, overall, I think that this adds a little bit more height, control, And I mean, overall style ability to your hair. Like I said, I've been using kind of pre-stylers since this whole coronavirus happens. Hopefully this whole entire like description, people will look back on this review and be like, haha, I remember the coronavirus. Hopefully this isn't just a permanent thing. But yeah, so I've been gravitating more towards lighter products while I'm around the house. But like I said, it works good as a pre-styler. This right here, my hair was cut weird. This should have been cut short before the virus, so it goes with my part. But so this little side's a little bit unruly. Anyways, what are my thoughts on the Samson texture powder now that I've rambled? I think it's good. I think it does what you would want. Like it says, it provides texture, volume, and removes shine. So you can use this as a pre-styler. I think it works better as that or post-styler. I don't like it as much as a post-styler, but you can use it like that. You can also put it in your beard, like I said, and give your beard a little bit more shape. It's not made for that, but it's texture powder. So if you want to give your beard a little bit of texture and have it smell pretty good, you can do that too. Overall, I think this is pretty good. I think it's a good addition. And I feel like the way that I use it personally, I like it a lot. Shaking the stuff into your hair, you can do it that way. And the benefit of doing that is that you don't have to wait for your hair to dry or use a blow dryer. However, some of the downsides to me is that I feel like it's not more difficult to apply. It's just, I don't like it as much. That's a personal preference, but I would encourage you to try it dry and try it in the hand with a little bit of water into damp hair and see what you like. Overall, I like this. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. I think it's a great product. I normally don't gravitate towards powders and the stuff that I've been reviewing a lot lately, but since I've been in quarantine and since I had a shorter haircut, which is now growing back out to the pomp, so you'll see it make a return. I know people have been pleading with me about that, how the mighty have fallen, but anyways, I have been gravitating towards products like this, and it's giving me a new appreciation and a new, I guess, perspective when having shorter hair and looking into different styles. So I've been really happy using this. I like this. I've been really happy trying out new products. So anyways, if you guys have tried this, let me know. If you guys have any questions about it, put in the comment section below. And have a good one and be safe.